my name is Beth Hiley here for BoardGameGeek at SPIEL 2019 and sitting down with David Esbry from De Beer, and you've brought us Paris, the City of Lights.
Yes. This is one of our new releases here this year, and I'm so happy to be able to present this game to you.
And I've been told we need the box, so I'm going to go park that in the middle here.
Yeah, let's put this away because we will be playing right here. So this is the board is inside the box bottom. So this game is set in Paris, late 19th century. That's the first time that electricity was used for the first time for public illumination, okay? So what we want is to have our buildings lit under the best possible light in the city. This game plays in two different phases. On the first phase, players will have each like a stack of tiles like this. So in turns, we will be placing these tiles on the board. Okay, we want to place them in a way in which we can use in the second phase of the game. In the second phase of the game, we will be using these buildings here. So in the first phase, we place the tiles, and also we can take a few of these buildings so we can use later on. So we decide whether if we place a tile or take a building. Okay, so just let's
All right, so we'll just put out some tiles. We'll pretend we're taking turns doing this. I'll pretend I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, let's let's pretend we're doing this for a reason. So at the end of round the first phase of the game, this would be full, and we would have like a bunch of each of these buildings each. Okay, so now on the second phase of the game, we will be placing these buildings on the board in a way that when we place one of these buildings, it can only cover tiles or spaces of our color or purple ones, because purple is good for the both of us. All right. So, and we want to place these buildings in a way that they are okay. I'm looking for a good choice here. All right.
Can I cover a lamppost?
No, you cannot cover a lamppost.
Cannot cover a lamppost. All right. Well, here's an easy one that I could cover just my own.
That. Okay, that's good. And I will just do this one here. Okay. So on our turn, we decide whether we place one building on the board, covering these tiles, or taking one of the special actions which are available for us around the table.
Postcards around the edge.
Yes. So, for example, I could use this one. I place one of my tokens here. This allows me to cover one of your spaces with purple. So let's say I do this. So then we can turn this around, and there's a beautiful postcard that we've done especially for the game. So again, we will be placing some of these around. I'm just doing it wrong, but just bear with me. I'm just placing a few of these. And
we'll pretend it's all legal.
Yeah, let's do that. So every time we put a building, we put a chimney to indicate that it is ours. So at the end of the game, what we will be doing is for every building that we have here, we'll get points. As many points as the spaces that the building is covering. For example, this one is covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces, times the number of light posts which are adjacent to it.
Diagonally or orthogonally?
Orthogonally, okay?
So you'd have 5 times 2, so 10 points.
10 points for this building, that many points for that building. You got 3 points for yours.
Being only next to one lamppost, yeah.
Exactly. So, this is a way Paris plays. It's a game that it's quite interesting, and it's a little bit of a brain teaser.
Yeah, for a 2-player game in not a very big box, that seems like a surprisingly deep brain burner.
Yeah, it is, and it's doing really, really well for us, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well.
And were you searching for a particular, since Paris is also known for so much art, you guys have a lot more special powers in here than you would put out in a single game.
Yes.
So
in every game you put out 8 postcards. That's like the recommended for your first action, but you'll have a few extra ones that you can play. This game.
Are these all historically accurate cards from the time period as well?
Yeah. But also we've commissioned all the art to have this Toulouse-Lautrec style. So all of the art has been done especially for us, but to keep that vibe and that feel
Yes,
from
yes.
that
Since that was
Paris.
right the time he was most prolific
Yep.
in making art. Yeah. So I suppose even if you're just a big fan of Louis Van Track, then you might just want to pick up the game for that alone.
Yes, yes. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of art. It's a great game, and it's worth having it.
Well, if you guys want to check that out, either for the art or for the 2-player gameplay, this is Paris, the City of Lights, which is being published by De Beer. And David, thank you again.
Thank you very much.